Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome in. We're going to do some Fields of Dreams baseball. So, following on a doubleheader by Bernie Strom, lots of fun stuff. So, let's have a look at some league leaders. First, we'll go to batting and see what's going on here. Roger Maris leading the league with 42 home runs. Don Baylor behind him with 37. Mickey Mantle with 35, along with Rocky Colavito and Ryan Howard. RBI, it's the Hank Aaron Show, 144. Colavito from Canada, it's 119 ribbies. The judge, Frank Robinson, with 111. Lance Berkman, 108. And Jim Rice with 107. Norm Cash with an OPS of a 1.251, outpacing Mickey Mantle by a decent margin. Hannes Wagner with the most runs scored for Hagerstown. Team scoring, it's Canada, no surprise. Canada averaging 6.2 runs. And in team batting, Canada leading everybody else with a 285 team batting average. The Red Boat Nation just behind them at 271. Storm and Norman Cash with a 400 batting average. Closest to him is 345, Napoleon Lajoie. Wow. Look at pitching here really, really quickly. So I don't know why it's showing Mort Cooper on two different teams, but I guess we won't worry about that right now. Dizzy Trout and Jack Cheesebro tied with 27 wins apiece. Dizzy Trout tearing it up there for Canada. Goose Gossage with 17 saves, along with Jonathan Papelbon. Strikeouts, no surprise here. One of my heroes, Rube Waddell, has struck out 275 batters. Ron Guidry of Berlin with 249. Cheesebro shown himself to be pretty much a workhorse, 365 innings pitched. And again, so Canada not only leading in team batting and runs scored, but also team earned run average, 3.07. So Canada knows how to get their guys on and knows how to get the other guys out, keeping those runs down. So closest to them in ERA would be Fred's 3.39. Welcome in to Sean and to Buckshot. So Jack brings the cheese. Hope not to face him in the playoffs, he says. All right. Not too many highlights going on here. So cool. All right. So we have a pretty good slate of games here. We've got San Francisco and Chico's, and Masons and Hadley Lake. Let's see. Vegas, Deerfield Beach. Trying to find a likely game here. T-ville, poor T-ville, looking to get to the 40-win threshold. So let's see. Berlin and Horse Feathers is probably, we've already seen them today, but I'm trying to find meaningful games now. We also saw D-Gens in Cleveland. D-Gens a game above 500, doing well. Canada pretty much has everything sewn up here. 16 games back. Or 16 games back are the Freds from Canada. So there you go. Long Island, Hagerstown, a likely game there, as those two are fairly close in record. St. Pete and Mid-Michigan. And then finally, Florence and Des Moines. So not too many marquee matchups here, to say the least. So let me see. We got Chico's here, so we could do San Francisco and Chico's. Let's do that one. Chico's, and I'm using the McGreevy rule, so Chico's has the home field, even if they were the visitor, because that manager is here. All right. Boy, it's been a while since I've done one of these. Jeez. All right. So you're facing a righty. Okay. So Buckshot, everything look all right here? If so, we're going to go ahead and jump into the game. And again, so, I mean, I know not everybody else does this, but for me, hey, Mike. So if you want to make a change, please put up the pink glove of despair. And let's do this. All right. Buckshot says it looks good. Let's go play some baseball. First game of a doubleheader. And I feel like crap, but I'm here to do it, man. right, welcome into Mike Silva also and Bernie Strom, and also baseball fans, welcome to Tropicana Field for today's game between San Francisco and Chicos. Jack Taylor takes the mound for San Francisco, 36 starts in the year, and he's 14-21 with an ERA of 4.31. This will be his third start against the Chicos, and he's 1-1 against them with a 5.29 earned run average. And taking the mound to oppose him will be Hank Borowy for the Chicos. 16 starts in the year for him, and 11 wins, 7 losses with a decent ERA of 3.69. This will be his second start against San Francisco, and against them, he is 1-0 with a 5.4 earned run average, as the man in blue says.
Play ball!
All right, looking at the starting defense here first. So safe crackers and bail bonds, you got to love this, right? In left field, George Foster. In center field, Johnny Lindell. In right field, Vladimir Guerrero. From first to third around the horn, Nick Etten at first. Snuffy Sternweiss at second. Snuffy Sternweiss, been an absolute beast in this league thus far. At shortstop, Dave Concepcion. At third base, Pete Rose. Behind the plate is Gianno Navarro, and taking the mound, as mentioned, Hank Borowy. All right, stepping in to lead things off, former Bucko Jake Beckley, the first baseman, hitting .295 in the year with a home run and 25 runs batted in. Borowy works the 3-2 pitch to Beckley. Here it comes. Fastball on the way, and this one missing high and outside, and Jake Beckley will take first. So Jake Beckley, the occasional threat to steal, so we'll be watching him as Hideki Matsui steps in. Matsui hitting a rather anemic .214. No runs batted in for Matsui. The lefty stands in against Hank Borowy, who has the sign from Gianno Navarro. Here's the pitch, the 1-1. Fastball, cut on, little chopper back him out. Borowy would go to Sternweiss at second, and on to Etten for the double play. How about that? So 2-6-3 double play, and quickly 2 outs, bases empty. And it brings up Derek Jeter. Jeter hitting .258, probably underperforming a little bit here, with 5 home runs, 52 runs batted in. All right, here we go. Borowy deals the 1-1. Curveball, and this one popped in the infield. Concepcion and Sternweiss converging, but it's going to be Dave Concepcion that will glove it for out number 3. That's it. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. And after 1/2 inning, it's the San Francisco Safecrackers nothing, and Chico's bail bonds coming to bat. Looking at the starting defense here for the Safecrackers, in left field, Hideki Matsui. In center field, the Hawk, Andre Dawson. In right field, the great Mel Ott. From first to third around the horn, Jake Beckley at first. Robinson Cano, Robbie Cano at second. Derek Jeter at short. A-Rod patrolling the hot corner. Behind the dish, the kid, Gary Carter. And Jack Taylor ready to deal. Snuffy Sternweiss will lead it off here in the bottom of the first for Chico's bail bond. Sternweiss hitting .267, 8 home runs, 49 runs batted in. But the big story for Sternweiss is in the year that he was chosen, he stole 55 bases. He's already stolen 60. So Sternweiss has been an absolutely superb. If he gets on, great leadoff man in the league. Jack Taylor peers in, has the sign from Carter. David Lando joining us here for a little bit of afternoon baseball action. The 2-1 pitch, Sternweiss swings at this fastball. Dawson has it measured in center field, and he will pull it down. So 1 up, 1 down now, and Charlie Hustle in. Rose with a 7-game hitting streak. Pete hitting .282, 2 home runs, 68 runs batted in for baseball's all-time hits leader. Jack Taylor winds and fires the 1-1 pitch. Rose turns in this curveball, but just a harmless bouncer to second. Robbie Cano to Jake Beckley for out number 2. So score that 4-3 if you're scoring at home, and who the hell is? Here's the first baseman now, Nick Etten, hitting .315. So Etten having a very good year, outperforming from the season from which he was selected with 12 home runs, 43 runs batted in. So Etten batting in the number 3 spot, lefty. Jack Taylor with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, line drive, base hit into right field. Mel Ott plays it on the bounce and gets it into Robbie Cano. So a runner aboard now for Chico's, and stepping in now is Bob Johnson. Johnson hitting a 254, 2 home runs, 29 runs batted in. As Sean says, Nick Etten, one of the few favorites of his, not on his team. All right, so Bob Johnson in there. Jack Taylor fires it in. Here's the 1-0 pitch, fastball. Johnson swings. This one just a little dribbler up the line. Beckley will take that one to the bag. 3 unassisted, and that is the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 left on. We've played 1 here, and we are scoreless. Alex Rodriguez, Mel Ott, and Andre Dawson due up for the San Francisco Safecrackers here in the top of the second inning. A-Rod with a 7-game hitting streak as well. All right, Hank Borrowy ready to work. Borrowy has walked a batter in this game thus far. He winds and deals behind 3-1. Fastball missing just inside. Borrowy wanting the call, not getting it. And A-Rod is aboard. Here's Mel Ott. Marvelous Melvin, Master Melvin, as he was called actually. 279 average, 15 home runs, 47 runs batted in. Had that very, very bizarre batting stance. Did Mel Ott. 511 career lifetime home runs. Or no, 511. Jimmy Fox is 536. Had to think about that for a second. Borrowy deals, throws over, and A-Rod is in ahead of Etten's tag. Not even close. Borrowy sets and fires the 1-2 pitch, fastball, and this one popped just straight up the chute. And Downer Navarro measures it up and makes a play. All right, so 1 down, and that's his 3rd great play of the season. It brings up the Hawk, Andre Dawson, one of my favorite players of all time. Dawson hitting at just a 205 clip, but he does have 18 round trippers, and he's batted in 58. Rodriguez leads off first. Borrowy checks the runner. And the 1-0 pitch, Dawson on the fastball. Bouncer to third. Are they going to turn 2? Rose to Sternways to Nick Etten, pitcher's best friend. The inning-ending double play. We go to the bottom of the second, and we are scoreless. Joe Murdy, welcome in. So, hey, there you go, man. I'm already dying. Hey, welcome in there to Mr. Steve Tate, one of the commissioners of our league. As Buckshot lets us know that Andre Dawson grew up near him. Very, very nice. So did he stand next to you as he was growing up, or was it more of a, I don't know. So you'd have to like sort of fill us in. Did you guys have little things in your house where you measured your height? So inquiring minds want to know. All right. Johnny Lindell will lead things off here, and then Vladimir Guerrero and Downer Navarro. So Lindell on the season hitting 280, 24 round trippers, 88 runs batted in for Navarro. Guerrero waits on deck. So Jack Taylor thus far, both pitchers pitching a good tight ball game, just 1 hit in this game. The 1-1 pitch to Lindell, fastball, and this one pops straight up. Gary Carter throws aside the mask and squeezes it around Mr. Spalding. 1 up, 1 down now. Here's Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero hitting 247, 17 dingers, 68 runs batted in. Underperforming in terms of pretty much everything across the board for Guerrero. Jack Taylor deals. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. Fly ball into right field. Going back on it. Short of the track is Mel Ott, and he will make the catch for out number 2. We have the makings of a pitching duel here in the first third of this game. Downer Navarro now, the catcher, steps in. Bats lefty, hitting 297, 3 home runs, 45 runs batted in. So Navarro pretty much on pace. Jack Taylor deals the 1-0 to Navarro. Navarro scorches this one to right field. And room service bounce there for Mel Ott. So Navarro on first. That's the second hit of this ball game. And here comes big George Foster. Foster hitting 246. He's got 26 home runs, 90 runs batted in. So the dangerous George Foster, formerly the Big Red Machine. Jack Taylor checks the runner. The 1-0 delivery, fastball. And this one chopped up the middle, but Jeter making a nice play. This will be close at first. And George Foster able to beat it out. So it looked like if the ball might have slowed up a little bit or it was just topped, not enough for Jeter, who has pretty good range out there. So 2 aboard, 2 down, and it brings up shortstop Dave Concepcion hitting 210, 6 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Jack Taylor lets it go. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Curveball to Concepcion. Base hit right field. Odd up with it. Rounding third is Diana Navarro. And the throw to the plate. The tag not in time. And drawing first blood here in the bottom of the second inning, Chico's bail bonds. George Foster moves to third on the play. Concepcion anchored at first. Runners at the corners, 2 down for Snuffy Sternweiss. We're back at the top of the order for Chico's. And Snuffy fly to deep center back in the first. And Forever Remain 90 joining us. Good to see you. Guten Tag. Or as the Dutch would say, Goedemiddag. All right, Dave Concepcion has 20 thefts on the season. We'll see if he might run, even with a 2-out pitch, play a little dead ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Sternweiss. Fastball, base hit up the middle. Could have thrown that in a better place. Foster scores. Sternweiss picks up the RBI, and Chico's now leads San Francisco 2-0. Sternweiss at first, Concepcion at third, and here comes Pete Rose now, grounded to second back in the first. Jack Taylor having a little trouble here in the bottom of the second, scoring coming after 2 out. Taylor deals the 1-1 pitch. Little spitball to Pete Rose, base hit, past Jeter into short. Concepcion will score. Sternweiss will make third on the play. Pete Rose picks up the RBI, and Chico's bail bonds now swinging the lumber a little bit. It is 3-0. All right. So stepping in now, 1 for 1 on the day is first baseman Nick Etten, who lined a single to right back in the first inning. Jack Taylor from the stretch and the 0-2 pitch. Changeup that hits Nick Etten. So Taylor now in a world of trouble. Bob Johnson stepping in. Johnson, luckily for Taylor or not, with only 2 home runs on the season. He does have a grand slam, however. So Johnson steps in his last time up. Harmless little dribbler to first. So Jack Taylor, nowhere to put Bob Johnson. 2 down, 3 runs plated by Chico's here in the bottom of the second. Taylor deals the 0-2 pitch, fastball. And this one is hit. Long fly ball to left field, but Matsui has it measured up and at the edge of the track makes the catch. But 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They leave him loaded. 2 in the books. And it is 3-0 in favor of Chico's bail bonds. So leading off here for San Francisco's Jason Giambi, followed by Gary Carter and Robinson Cano. Giambi assuming the DH duties, hitting .260, 12 home runs, 51 runs batted in. So, of course, a beautiful day as always here in Tropicana Field. Borrowy deals. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball. And Giambi liner, but beautiful leap and grab by Nick Etten. 5th grade play of the season. So Nick Etten saves an extra base hit there. 1 up, 1 down now for Gary Carter. Again, I say this a lot. It's just so bizarre to think that Gary Carter no longer with us. Memory eternal, Gary, up there in the great diamond in the sky. The kid hitting .205, 13 home runs, 36 runs batted in for him. He digs in from the right-hand side. Borrowy ready to deal. The 1-1 pitch, fastball, and swung on. Fly ball to left field. George Foster measures it up, pulls it down. So 2 away now for Robinson Cano. Cano hitting .247 on the Field's Dream season with 9 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Borrowy ready to uncork it. Here it comes. Swinging on the first pitch. This one lined. A nice vicious liner up the middle. Base hit. No way Sternweiss can get to that. And we have an injury in the game. No surprise. In the Fields of Dreams League, Johnny Lindell is injured. And we shall see what Chico's would like to do here. So you have Martin, Upton, and Jones. I would think you're going to go with Andrew Jones, but it's not my job to manage for you. So we'll see what Buckshot would like to do. Or Adam Jones, I mean. Yep, Adam Jones will come in to play center. Johnny Lindell is out. So Jones will commit and bat in the number 5 slot. There he is, wearing his Orioles livery and Good smile, good dental health there, and superb range out there in center field. Not the strongest arm, but great, great range. All right, Jake Beckley now will step in. I think the only representative of the 19th century in today's game. Jake walked back in the first. We're back at the top of the order for San Francisco. And as Sean tells us, San Francisco needs to get these bats going. All right. Borroway deals. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Beckley swings. This one bounding ball to Rose at third. Rose is going to go to first, and they will not get Jake Beckley. So Rose trying to make a good play of it, but Beckley with excellent speed makes it to first, and the tying run comes to the plate in Hideki Matsui. The left fielder last time grounded into a double play back in the first. So Cano at second, Beckley trailing him at first. Borroway deals the 0-1 delivery to Matsui. Fastball swung on, fly ball down the left field line in the corner. George Foster will make the catch, and that will be the inning. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left after 2.5. It's the bail bonds 3 and the safe crackers nada. Adam Jones will lead it off, coming in for the injured Johnny Lindell. Looking at Jones's numbers here, 228 average, 11 home runs, 37 runs batted in. Here we go. Jack Taylor winds and fires. 1-1 pitch. Curveball grounded back to the mound. And Taylor, that was a vicious ball. And Taylor juggles it. And the scorer is saying that he could have made that play. So score that E1 on Jack Taylor. That's his 7th error of the year. And Adam Jones aboard for Vladimir Guerrero. Gave it a ride to deep right center back in the second. Adam Jones at first, the occasional threat to steal. He does have 6 steals on the season. Yes, absolutely. A little bit of poetry here, but it's true. Rose was a red. Cincy fans were blue. When he didn't make the Hall, they didn't know what to do. Great player that Pete was. Absolutely. Should be in the Hall of Fame without a doubt. All right. So Adam Jones, decent lead off first, but Gary Carter, not the easiest catcher to run on. Let's see what happens here. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Vlad Guerrero. Curveball, grounded to second. Cano will go to Jeter, who will go on to Beckley. 4-6-3, double play. All right, base is empty now for the catcher, Diano Navarro, for Chico's bail bonds, and singled back in the second. All right, digging in. Taylor rubbing up the ball, has the sign from Gary Carter. The 1-2 delivery, spitball, and Navarro looks at a knee buckler for called strike 3. So 3 in the books here at Tropicana, and it's bail bonds 3 and the safe crackers nothing. Tonight, I believe either Mike Sova or Buckshot will be doing more Fields of Dreams, so do tune in. Also, Legend Sports Universe doing some football tonight. I think this is the kickoff of the actual league done in Madden and the incredible work that he's done in that. So football fans, tune in. Hopefully everything can be coordinated, that the two won't clash, baseball and football, but there you go. And happy spring training, everybody, by the way. Derek Jeter now, who popped a short back in the first, will lead things off. A-Rod waits on deck. Melott in the hole. Hank Borroway ready to deal. He's walked 2 batters in this game, but hasn't hurt him. The 1-2 pitch, fastball. This one grounded up to third. Rose gloves it in a nice easy motion, tosses over to Nick Etten for the 5-3 putout. So 1 up, 1 down now for Alex Rodriguez, who walked back in the second. Borroway deals 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Rodriguez sends this one high, but not deep enough to center. Adam Jones going back, showing that great range, making the catch at the track. Melott, nothing for 1, steps in now. The lefty popped to the catcher back in the second. So they need Melott to be catalyst in this game here. The Hawk waits on deck. The 3-1 delivery, and Melott grounds this one back to the pitcher, and that does it. So 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 4th. And the score remains bail bonds 3 and the safe crackers nothing. George Foster will lead things off here. Foster 1 for 1 on the day with an infield single. Here's the pitch from Taylor. And this one, Foster taken, and that one up high, and George Foster aboard at first. So George Foster with 3 steals in the season, so he will pick his spots. Concepcion now 1 for 1. RBI single that scored Deanna Navarro back in the second inning. 3-0 here is the tale thus far in the bottom of the fourth. Taylor checks the runner, comes home. There goes George Foster. The throw down by Gary Carter gets to center field. So that's going to be the 6th error for Gary Carter and the 4th stolen base for George Foster, who, as I said, will pick his spots. So unfortunate there. So Chico's knocking at the door now with potential run number 4. Concepcion back in the box. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup swung on, grounder to short. Jeter will go to first for the shore out. And trotting home to score is George Foster. 4-0 now. As Snuffy Sternweiss, we return to the top of the order for the Chicos. In the box now, batting with the bases empty. So last time up, singled up the middle, RBI that scored George Foster. Jack Taylor with the 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, slow roller to second, and Cano can just, showing his juggling act there, score that one E4. Cano misjudging that little slow roller, and Sternweiss with excellent speed gets aboard. 23rd error for the San Francisco second baseman on the season. Brings up Pete Rose. Last time RBI single scored Dave Concepcion. Sternweiss will steal bases. So the San Francisco battery looking for the potential larceny. Throw over. Sternweiss just back. Again, as already mentioned, 60 steals in the season for Sternweiss, so 5 ahead of his actual season. The 0-1 pitch, the runner does not go. Rose chopper to second. Cano underhands to Jeter, who goes to Jake Beckley. And that's all she wrote for inning number 4. We go to the 5th. 1 run, no hits, no errors. And going to the 5th inning, it's Chico's bail bonds 4 and the San Francisco Safecrackers nada. All right, 9 people watching. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. Andre Dawson, Jason Giambi, and Gary Carter due up now for the San Francisco Safecrackers here in the visitors' half of the 5th. Dawson grounded to third, grounded into a double play back in the second, I should say. Hank Barrowy into the windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, and he gets the hawk. Strike 3 called. So Barrowy picks up his first K of the game to accompany 2 walks, and it brings up Jason Giambi. Giambi in the game is 0 for 1, line to first. Barrowy winds and fires. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, fly ball to right. And this one has some distance. Guerrero can only look at it as it is gone, gone, gone. So the Safecrackers get on the board here in the 5th, courtesy of Jason Giambi. That's home run number 13, and went 333 feet. So it's only half satanic. All right. Gary Carter, 0 for 1. Fly to shallow left, back in the 3rd. Barrowy deals the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, liner to center field, and Adam Jones makes a diving catch in center field. Again, talking about that great range. Jones getting in on that ball and picks it off the blade of grass. So that is great play number 16 for him. All right, Bernie, thank you for that. All right, Robbie Cano now batting with 2 down and 1 in. Cano singled up the middle. Barrowy deals. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, foul back. The 1-2 pitch coming in again. This one a changeup. Slow roller. Sternweiss sets and fires onto Nick Etten. And that will do it. But 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and the Safecrackers now on the board. It's 4-1 in favor of Chico's bail bonds. Nick Etten will lead off festivities here. So the number 3, 4, 5 hitters due up for Chico's bail bonds. Etten, Johnson, and Jones. Nick is 1 for 1 in the game. Last time up, he was hit by a little changeup from Jack Taylor. Here's the pitch. Etten swinging the first pitch and laces this one to right for a base hit. So Melott up with it, gets it into Cano. Bob Johnson is nothing for 2. Last time, a very loud out to deep left. Taylor checks the runner, the 3-1 delivery. Johnson lets this curve come in all the way and just missing a bit low. So 2 aboard, nobody out for Adam Jones. So Adam Jones last time grounded to the pitcher, but was safe in an error back in the 3rd. Here he sets, come to the belt, the 0-1 pitch, curveball, and this one grounder back to the mound. Taylor is going to go to second for 1, but they will not turn 2. So Adam Jones aboard in the fielder's choice. Etten moves to 3rd in the play, and that brings up Vladimir Guerrero, the right fielder, nothing for 2, grounded into a double play, his last time up in the 3rd. Taylor from the stretch and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, Guerrero sends this one deep to right. Ott at the track, makes the catch, tagging at 3rd, and coming in to score is Nick Etten. So padding an already considerable lead here. Chico is ahead 5-1. All right, Adam Jones at first. Brings up Deandre Navarro. Navarro struck out back in the 3rd, had a single back in the 1st. Taylor deals the 2-1 pitch with 2 down. Spitball. This one, great stop by Robbie Cano, and he will go to Jeter covering second for out number 3. But another run for the Chico bail bonds and 1 hit, no errors. 5 in the books here at Tropicana Field as we see Cano making his 28th great play of the season at the Keystone Sack. Top of the 6th. Game moving along very, very quickly. It'll be the top of the order for San Francisco. Beckley, Matsui, and Jeter. Jake Beckley has walked and singled. Hank Barrowy winds and fires. 3-1 pitch. Curveball. Roller up to the hot corner. Rose has to hurry his throw, and they do not get Jake Beckley. Fine play by Rose, but Beckley with a lot of speed coming out of the box there. Brings up Hideki Matsui now. Matsui grounded into the double play and flied out in this game. Beckley leads off first, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded to first. Are they going to turn 2? Etten to Concepcion. Back to Etten. 3-6-3 double play. Derek Jeter now in there looking to extend the 6-game hitting streak. Derek thus far has popped to short and grounded to 3rd. Barrowy winds and fires. The 1-0 fastball. Chopper to 3rd. Rose in plenty of time. Sets and fires to Etten, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 5.5 in the books here at Tropicana Field. It's bail bonds 5, and the San Francisco Safecrackers 1. So George Foster, Dave Concepcion, and back at the top of the order, and Snuffy Sternweiss. Hey, Legend Sports Universe, good to see you. I just let everybody know again, tonight is the kickoff of your football league that you've created, custom league in Madden. So tune in. What time is that, Legends? Please let everybody know in the chat. So he's done incredible work on it, guys. Check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some baseball coming up tonight, too, from either Michael Silva or a Buckshot. Hey, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate what you do. So it will be at 8 p.m. tonight, so done by 9:15. So I guess that'll be a premiere. So tune in, Legend Sports Universe, 8 p.m. Eastern for a pretty much a Franchise Stars football league done in Madden. And I saw a couple of the sort of the tournament games. And again, just very quickly, Legends talking about the stuff that he had to do, that EA makes things even harder than San Diego Studios does with Franchise Stars, with MLB The Show. So do tune in, do support it. Even if you're like me, myself, I'm not a football fan, but I'll be supporting this project because Legends just does a fantastic job. Franchise Stars Baseball League, my understanding, will be coming up soon. So lots of things from the great content creators in this community. All right, George Foster 1-for-1 here. He's leading it off here in the bottom of the 6th. So Big George had an infield single, and he walked back in the 4th. So the line on Jack Taylor thus far, a strikeout and 2 walks. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, and this one, hot shot to third. Plenty of time for Alex Rodriguez. He could have ordered some Thai food or begged Madonna for her phone number again, whichever one you want. Dave Concepcion now is 1-for-2. So Concepcion brought in a pair today back in the 2nd. RBI single that scored Navarro, and then smacked a little tapper to short that scored George Foster. So 2 RBI on the day for Dave Concepcion. Jack Taylor deals the 0-1 pitch. Concepcion, routine ground ball to Derek Jeter. Jake Beckley gloves it for out number 2. Kind of getting into a little bit of groove here, but it's that big crooked number up there for the bail bonds back in the 2nd that's been the deciding this game. Attacking 2 more on, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. Safe crackers with 1 run in the 5th. And remember, this great feature in Action PC Baseball. So, and that was on a Jason Giambi home run. All right. Jack Taylor deals with 2 down. First pitch swinging. Sternweiss just a little number to first. Beckley will take it 3 unassisted. We go to the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score remains Chico's 5, San Francisco 1. So Legend says we'll be focused on Franchise Stars Baseball League now in terms of working on a project. The football project is up and running. Says he just wanted to get football launched while it was near Super Bowl. Smart idea. All right. So it's going to be A-Rod, Mel Ott, and the Hawk. All right. So last time up, A-Rod gave it a ride to deep center field. Barrowy deals the 0-1 pitch. Fastball, base hit up the middle over the head of Snuffy Sternweiss. Adam Jones up with it, gets it into shortstop Dave Concepcion. A-Rod aboard at first, and it brings up Master Melvin Ott. So he's done nothing. Popped to the catcher, grounded to the pitcher. So definitely, even with a healthy lead, you want to try to keep Ott from swinging that big bat. And going back to Franchise Stars Baseball League, you guys got a taste of what a scary player Mel Ott really, really was. 0-1 pitch to Ott, fastball, swung on, grounder to second. Can they turn 2 here? Sternweiss, Concepcion with the relay on to Nick Etten. And just that easily, we have another injury in the play. Unbelievable, the injuries. So Master Melvin is out of the game. So here's Andre Dawson, bats with 2 down, and the base is empty. The Hawks struck out back in the 5th his last time up. Barrowy toes the rubber and lets it go. The 0-2 pitch, changeup, and Dawson fooled on that changeup. 7th inning stretch time, 5-1. And while Katie Casey remains baseball mad, we go to the bottom of the 7th as Legend says Ott smashing the winning homer off his retired number at the stick is one of his favorite FSBL memories. That was magic. Definitely magic. All right, bottom of the 7th. Let's look at the line here quickly again on Jack Taylor. So Taylor through 6 has walked 2, struck out 1, and touched up for 5 runs and 7 hits. 5-7-0 for the Chicos with 5 left on base. The Safe Crackers 1-5-3, and they have stranded 2. Pete Rose 1-for-3. Last time up, grounded into a double play. The 0-2 pitch, curveball to Rose, high fly ball to center field. Dawson, can of corn, 1 up, 1 down now. First baseman Nick Etten. Etten has singled, was plunked by a little changeup, and singled. So pretty good day for Etten. He's Been on base all 3 times. Jack Taylor with the 2-0 pitch. Changeup. Swung on. Long fly ball down to right field, but not deep enough. And we have a defensive change here in right field as Ellis Valentine will come in. So a lot of injuries in this league. Sort of becoming the battle of the Psalm or something. Bob Johnson, nothing for 2. Walk back in the 5th. 2 out. Adam Jones waits on deck. Jack Taylor with the pitch. And this one scorched past short into left field. Base hit. Bob Johnson hit that one right in the button. So a runner on now for Adam Jones, who came in earlier. Also another injury for Johnny Lindell. So he's grounded out twice, but was safe in an error in the first time. The 2-1 pitch. And this one all the way to the wall in right field, extra bases. Johnson is going to round third, and he will score as Ellis Valentine struggles to get to that ball. Hits the cutoff man, Cano. The throw by Cano into third. The tag by A-Rod. And that is going to be a triple RBI for Adam Jones. And it is 6-1. That's his 6th triple of the year. So Adam Jones, 90 feet away, 2 down for Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero last time sacrificed RBI that scored Nick Etten. And that made it Chico's 5-1 at that time. Carter out to have a quick word with Jack Taylor. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Boo's going up here. Curveball to Guerrero. Guerrero laces this one into right center. Base hit. Adam Jones will come in to score. And we will indeed allow David Robertson to pitch. All right, RBI at 7-1. This game getting a little bit out of hand. Here's Gianno Navarro. He is 1 for 3. Guerrero on at first. The 3-0 pitch to Navarro. Navarro grounder back to the mound. But David Robertson cannot handle that one. Score that one an error. And that's Robertson's 2nd error of the year. Looking at his numbers thus far really quickly. A 5.61 earned run average. League hitting .237 against him. 4.6 strikeouts per 9 or walks per 9 inning. 8.4 strikeouts. So struck out 24, walk 13. He's given up 3 dingers. All right. By the way, a little tip that Steve Tate gave us. I leave it on there, but for those of you that don't want the great play thing staying up there, you can go into rules and set the time that will stay up there. So if you don't like hitting the X, there you go. All right. George Foster now 1 for 2 batting with 2 down and 2 on. Vladimir Guerrero at second, trailing him Gianno Navarro at first. Foster grounded to third, back in the 6th. The 1-2 pitch now to Big George. Curveball. And got him. Strike 3, but 2 more runs on 3 hits. No errors, 2 left. And we head to the top of inning number 8. It's Jason Giambi, Gary Carter, and Robbie Cano. They've got a long row to hoe here to try to make up this deficit. Again, the lone run provided by a Jason Giambi home run for San Francisco back in the 5th. Giambi 1 for 2 in the game, and his last time up was that solo home run. Barrow deals 0-2 pitch, fastball, and this one just a little roller to Nick Etten. Picks it up and saunters to first for out number 1. Here is Gary Carter. The kid, nothing for 2. Lined it to center last time up. The wind in the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on. Oh, great play by Stuffy Sternways to his knees and tosses on to Nick Etten, and that will take care of Gary Carter. Great play, 37 for Sternway. So flashing the leather in the field and blazing around the base paths. Chico's, I'm pretty much guessing old Snuffy is going to be a protected player for him. All right, 2 away now for Robinson Cano. Last time up, grounded to second. Hank Barrow, we have pitched in a fine game here, but Cano slashes this one to left, base hit, gets under the webbing of Concepcion's glove. And that will be hit number 6 for the Safecrackers. Brings up Jake Beckley, 2 for 2. Infield single last time. The 0-2 pitch now. Fastball. Beckley swings. Base hit up the middle. Splitting Concepcion and Sternways. And Jones has it. Cano is going to go to third. Not even close. So Jake Beckley with his 3rd hit of the game today Runners at the corners, and it brings up Hideki Matsui, grounded to first last time. All right, first and third, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. San Francisco making some noise. Barrowy from the stretch in the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, fly ball. Adam Jones coming in. He'll make the grab, and that does it. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Bottom of the 8th, it is 7-1. And it'll be Dave Concepcion back at the top of the order, Snuffy Sternways and Pete Rose. This looks like it's just going to be an easy cruise. But so in the second game of a doubleheader that Bernie did today, the D-Gens were down 1-0 going to the bottom of the 9th and pulled it out in grand fashion. Ain't over till it's over. All right, here we go. As Legend says, Ellis Valentine had a hose in right. And, of course, talking about Sternweiss, this year's face of Chico's, says the manager. All right, Dave Concepcion 1 for 3. So, Concepcion with 2 RBI in the game. Robertson deals, staying on in relief, 2-1 pitch. This one's just tapper over to shortstop, and Jeter will lob it on to Jake Beckley for the 6-3 putout. 1 out, 1 down now for Snuffy Sternweiss. Sternweiss 1 for 4. 0-1 pitch. Sternweiss sends this one up the middle. Base hit. Sternweiss aboard. All right. So, Smart Money says he's going to go. Here's Pete Rose. Rose 1 for 4. Robertson deals 2-2 pitch. The runner does not go. Curveball. Bounding ball to short. Jeter is going to go to Beckley. There's no chance to get Sternweiss already off and running. So 2 down. Sternweiss in scoring position at the Keystone sack, and it brings up Nick Etten. Etten having a good day at the plate. He is 2 for 3 and was hit by a pitch. David Robertson deals. Here is the 0-2. And this one gets past Carter, but Carter able to pounce on it quickly. So nice play there by Carter for Sternweiss is at third. Here's the pitch, the 1-2. And this one also gets by Carter. So once again, it looks like we have 2 passed balls. We'll wind it up, do it again. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Oh, how about that? So strike 3. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the 9th. Can San Francisco do something on the parting of the Red Sea scale? Derek Jeter, the heart of the order is up. Derek Jeter, A-Rod, and Ellis Valentine. So a couple injuries in today's game. Legends telling us Safecracker's offense raveling his in terms of underperforming as he looks at their lineup and stats. So I think Legends is ready to, Legends has been talking about a few times firing his players, or I don't know, forcing them to listen to, I don't know, maybe there might be some other interesting things like 19 hours straight of Nicki Minaj or Yoko Ono even, perhaps. All right. Anyhow, here's Derek Jeter. Jeter has not gotten the ball out of the infield. 2 grounds out and a popped out, and everything on the left-hand side of the diamond. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball and a fly ball and a deep ball, and this one off the wall. Jeter going for 2. Guerrero playing it off the carom, and Jeter will stop at second for his 13th double. So here we go, San Francisco. A-Rod, 1 for 2. His last time up, singled up the middle. He'd like to get another one of those to get Jeter home. 3-0 pitch. Curveball misses by Hank Borowy. Let's see. We're going to stop here. Fire the manager, says the manager. All right, we're going to hang on here. I mean, with a 6-run lead, I'm doubting you're worrying about Hank Borowy in there. Buckshot, but I just want to make sure. I don't know if you want to give somebody some innings or whatever. Jeter sucks, A-Rod, says Mike Silva. All right, good to go? All right, nobody out. Jeter at second, Rodriguez at first. Full count, and Navarro calls timeout to have a quick word with Hank Borowy. And here's the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on to left field, and this one a little jittery, but George Foster makes the catch, and Jeter will hold at second. So 1 away here, 2 on, brings up the Hawk. Dawson has been fanned twice. In fact, he is the only 2 strikeouts that Hank Barley has. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. Lined hard to third. And that's going to be a nice play by Pete Rose. 2 down. And it's up to Jason Giambi and a rather anticlimactic at bat here. Giambi, again, the owner of the sole run by the Safe Crackers. Barrowy deals. He's behind 3-0. Fastball to Giambi. And he walks the bases loaded. Now, can Gary Carter, with a swing of the bat, make this a semi-ball game? We shall see. So Carter, hitting a rather tepid 203, has flied out, lined out, and grounded out. Jeter at third, Rodriguez at second, Jason Giambi at first. Barrowy from the stretch, count even at 2. Fastball. Fly ball out to right field. Guerrero has it measured, and that's your ball game. Bail Bonds take this one from San Francisco, 7-1. So, a couple highlights here for the San Francisco Safecrackers. Pardon me. Jason Giambi goes 1 for 3, including, and that one was a round tripper. Jake Beckley, a perfect 3 for 3 today at the dish. For Chico's, Nick Etten goes 2 for 4. Adam Jones, who came in for the injured Johnny Lindell, went 1 for 3, including a triple. Hank Barrowy gets the win and improves to 12-7. Jack Taylor tagged with the loss. He goes to 14-22 as we take a quick look here. So Taylor went 6 2/3, 10 hits, 7 runs, all earned, walked 2, struck out 1. His ERA goes to 4.43. David Robertson came in, 1 1/3 work, gave up a hit, struck out 2. Hank Barrowy, who was again improved to 12-7, 9 innings pitched, 8 hits, 1 run. It was earned, so the errors don't necessarily bite anybody. Gave up a home run, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, and his ERA goes to 3.54. And our player of the game is Hank Barrowy. We had 2 injuries. Johnny Lindell will be out just for a day till September 7th, so tomorrow. And Mel Ott will be out until the 12th. So there we go. Let's quickly sim the rest of today's games. And we'll move on to September 7th, do a game there, and then zip it up for one of our erstwhile gentlemen tonight. First up, we have Berlin versus the Horse Feathers. So these teams very, very close. Berlin comes into this game at 81-57. The Horse Feathers at 81-56. This is going to be Holiday versus Killian. And a good tight ball game. Berlin edging Horse Feathers 9-8. So Berlin picks up a little bit of ground. This was a 10-inning affair. Goose Gossage picks up the win, goes to 7-3. Bruce Suter tagged with the loss. He goes to 3-5. Sheffield goes 2 for 5 and hits his 9th home run, and he has a double. All right, next up, Long Island and Hagerstown. Again, very, very similar records. Here we go. Long Island edging Hagerstown 8-7. So Santana picks up the win, and he goes to 9-11. Warren Spahn. We've talked about Warren Spahn in the Discord, and it was pretty much unanimous that Spahn doesn't seem to do well for anybody in any baseball sims. The great Warren Spahn falling to 8-16. Hank Aaron, once again a machine, goes 3 for 5, hits home run number 35, and batted in 2. Next, we have the Amazons versus Hadley Lake. Here we go. And the Amazings put a whomping on Hadley Lake. This was not a pretty game, though. 23 runs scored in total. The Amazings do it 14-9. Tug McGraw gets the win, so he's a perfect 4-0. Don Massey, he of the flappy ears, goes 3-4. Greg Luzinski, 4 for 5 on the day, hits home run number 19 with 5 runs batted in. Next up, the D-Gens and Cleveland. The D-Gens coming in this game, 1 game above 500, 69-68. Cleveland at 76-61. And that great game, the nightcap of the doubleheader that Bernie Strom did. D-Gens, or the Cleveland had a 1-0 lead going to the bottom of the ninth, and the D-Gens just opened up and went medieval on them. Let's see what happens here. So the D-Gens clip Cleveland 7-5. 10-inning affair. Jonathan Papelbon gets the win, goes to 3-1. Nick Altrock takes the loss, goes to 16-9. Kong goes 3 for 4 with a triple. Dave Kamen with a triple. Pretty cool. St. Pete and Mid-Michigan. Let's auto it. St. Pete whumps Mid-Michigan 9-1. So Steve Gromick gets the win, goes to 10-2. Justin Verlander takes the loss. He goes to 5-8. And so there we go. Next up, Vegas, Deerfield Beach. Wow, what a nasty. This one is a football score. It's 18-6, and Vegas does it. Henry gets the win, goes to 2-2. Archer takes the loss, 3-4. Vada Pinson goes 5 for 6 with a double and a stolen base. So good game for Vada Pinson, anyhow. The Freds in Canada. The Freds 16 back of Canada. So, but still two strong teams. So Canada right now the best team in baseball at 102-36. The Freds at 86-52. And the Freds take this one from Canada 9-7. So Steve Carlton picks up the win. He's now even at 12-12. J.R. Richard goes to 16-5. A.J. Przinsky goes 3 for 5, hits his 4th home run, and bats into Florence and Des Moines. 10-4, Des Moines over Florence. Bucky Walters gets the win, goes to 16-9. Edison Volquez takes the loss, goes to an abysmal 3-14. Justin Morneau went 3 for 5 with 3 doubles. Finally, T-ville and Lehigh. T-ville looking for its 40th win, I should say, of the season. Will that happen? Not today, as Lehigh edges them 4-3. Max Lanier gets the win, goes to 12-14. Ellsworth takes the loss, goes to 1-5. The Baby Bull goes 1 for 2 with a triple, a stolen base, and a walk. So that will finish September 6th. And no change in the standings. Let's move on to the 7th. As legend says, low strikeout rate, always struggle in these settings. All right, let's see if we have anything likely here on the 7th. My goodness gracious. So now we have the Chicos and the D-Gens. Let's see if we can find, let's see what we have here. We could do Manchester, Long Island. Manchester back on top and comfortably so, 6 games ahead of Berlin. So Manchester, for a while, quite a while actually, hanging down around 2nd and 3rd place. So Manchester keeps up here. I get to save some money. All right, let's see. Amazing in Tampa Bay. Probably because of the similar records. We'll probably do that game. Unless you guys find a matchup you want to do, let me know in the chat, please. And we'll do it. Yeah, so it looks like it's probably going to be that one, Buckshot. We have Dallas and Horse Feathers, Des Moines and Freds, Canada, Deerfield Beach. Can't do Mid-Michigan Carpathian. That's my team. So because we don't manage our own teams. Lehigh against San Francisco. Hagerstown, Berlin. I think the most likely game is going to be Tampa Bay versus the Amazings. So, all right, Amazing versus Tampa Bay. Great minds think alike. Let's do that. The Amazings, of course, get the home field advantage. Who's Tampa Bay's manager? I don't think Tampa Bay's manager is here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If so, we'll set that to human. I don't set both of these to human. So, Freakin' Cheese pitching again, says Mike Silva. Cheese bro tough. Cheese bro tough. All right, so it's Jamie, and I don't see Jamie in here. So I'm going to remind you guys, too, on Saturday, Bernie and I were going to be doing kind of like a sort of pilot podcast of Diamonds and Dice. Hope you'll join us. Hope it'll be fun. And Bernie keeping me on track, I think, will be even more fun. So we'll see how that works out. It's not going to be like our baseball chin wags. We're going to try to keep it to about an hour or so. An hour and a half. So, Bernie, you have a hell of a job ahead of you. You always just mute me. All right, so the Amazings get home field advantage, and we also know it really doesn't matter because Yoko Kitsune, whatever, Sakuni 007 is at his work dealing cards. All right, here we go. And let's see, you're going up against a righty. You're going against a righty, right? So let's do this. There we go. All right, so let's do this. All right, welcome to Citizens Bank in the city of brotherly love, where Tampa Bay will take on Amazing in game one of a doubleheader. So we'll just do game one. Jack Cheesebro gets the start for Tampa Bay. 43 starts in the year, 27 wins and 10 losses with an ERA of 2.47. Nobody told Jack this is an all-time greats league, and he's doing what he did best in the 19th century and dead ball era. This will be his fourth start against Amazing, and he's 1 win and 2 losses with a 4.50 earned average against them. Taking the hill opposing him will be Jim Cott for the Amazings, and he has 5 starts in the year, and he's 4-2 with an ERA of 3.59. So this should be a pretty good matchup. This will be his second start against Tampa Bay, and he's 1-0 with a 3.24 earned run average against them. 78 degrees here in Philadelphia. The wind speed 6 miles per hour, left to right, and let's do this.
Play ball.
Looking at the starting defense here for the Amazing Kitsunes in left field, Greg Luzinski. In center, Shane Victorino. In right field, Roger Bresnahan. From first to third around the horn, we've got Ryan Howard at first, Chase Utley at second, at short, Jimmy Rollins, Richie Hebner at third. So far, the only non-Philly. Actually, Hebner, I think, played for the Phillies for a while, though, too. So Bob Boone behind the dish, and on the mound, Jim Cott, definitely the only non-Philly here. So it's really the Phillies here against the Deluged Dodgers. Leading it off here, third baseman Tommy Davis. Davis with a .290 average, 13 home runs, 29 runs batted in. So here we go. Pretend Philly Jim Cott is ready to deal. The 1-1 pitch coming into Tommy Davis here. Beautiful day here in Philadelphia. Fastball, base hit, lashed to right field. Bresnahan quickly up with it, gets it into Utley. And Tommy Davis is aboard. And Tommy Davis with just 5 steals this season. So Davis, conservative lead off first. Bob Boone, average arm behind the dish. Here's Brian Roberts, second baseman, hitting .291, 3-round trippers, 44 ribbies for him. Davis, conservative lead off first. Southpaw Jim Cott has the sign from Boone. Count full. Change up. This one, dribbler to third. Hebner to Utley, but a hard slide by Tommy Davis will break that one up. So no chance to get 2. Fielder's choice, Roberts on, and 1 out for Sixto Lascano. Lascano hitting at 236, 13 home runs, 51 runs batted in. Again, I apologize, guys. I'm really not feeling well. Second straight day off work. So, all right, here we go. 2-0 pitch. Lascano cuts on this curveball, slow roller to third. Hebner coming in, fires on to Utley to get Roberts on the fielder's choice. So runner at first, 2 down, and it brings up Mark Teixeira. Switchy batting right against the left-hander Cott. Teixeira hitting .278 on the season with 26 home runs, 88 runs batted in for Teixeira. Jim Cott lets it go. The 0-1 pitch. Teixeira cuts on this one. This one high to left field. Luzinski back, and this one off the wall. Lascano will round third, and he will come in to score as Mark Teixeira with an RBI double, and that's his 35th double of the year. And the Deluged Dodgers drawing first blood here in the top of the first. Don Baylor has 37 home runs on the season. 77 runs batted in. Baylor hitting at a 233 clip. So pretty much on pace at 255 from the season from which he was selected. Jim Cott deals behind him 3-1. Fastball, this one missing low. So 2 aboard now. Jim Cott already touched up for 1, 2 on to Teixeira at second. Baylor at first for big Frank Howard. Frank Howard, only 9 home runs, though, for big Frank. 32 runs batted in. DHing here. Jim Cott deals the 1-1 pitch, fastball, and this one scorched to third. Richie Hebner pulling that one out of the air for out number 3. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Deluge Dodgers 1 and the Katsuni Philly Amazons coming to bat. Let's look at the starting defense here now for the Deluge Dodgers. In left field, it's Don Baylor, acquired from the Baltimore Orioles. In center, Larry Heil. In right field, Sixto Lescano. At first base, Mark Teixeira. At second, Brian Roberts. At short, Maury Wills. At third base, Tommy Davis. Behind the plate, wearing the tools of ignorance, Benji Molina. And on the mound, Jack Cheesebro, Mike Silva's favorite pitcher. All right, Benji Molina now into the crouch. And Jack Cheesebro to face Jimmy Rollins. Rollins swings, pops this one straight up the chimney. And Molina back on it. And Molina drops the ball. Oh! So Jimmy Rollins gets another chance. Rollins hitting 244 with 10 homers, 46 ribbies in the season. So not sure where Benji thought that ball went, but certainly not in his glove. 0-2 to Jimmy Rollins. And Rollins, just a little bouncer to Teixeira. Teixeira waves off Cheesebro and takes it to the bag himself. So 1 down, the error does not hurt. Center fielder Shane Victorino hitting 223 home runs, 21 runs batted in. The 1-0 delivery. Curveball, Victorino swings. And this one, even a harder ground ball. Teixeira has days and days to take it to the bag himself. 2 up, 2 down now for Chase Utley, the second baseman, hitting 210, 18 home runs, 52 runs batted in. And the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball, routine fly ball to center field. Larry Heil has it in his sights and in his glove. So the Phillies go quietly, and we go to the top of the second. And your score, the Deluge Dodgers 1, the Katsunis nothing. So the Deluge Dodgers coming to this game at 71-66. The Katsunis, or Kitsunes, at 73-63. Larry Heil leads it off, center fielder. Heil hitting 244. He's gone yard 22 times and 63 runs batted in. All right, Boone sets the target. Jim Cott with a 2-1 pitch, curveball. Heil sends this one down the line to right. Going into foul territory is Bresnahan, and this one will bounce and into the seats as MV takes it with a look of glee. Wait, no, that's not glee. It's MV. MV is being ejected from the ballpark here at Citizens Bank. MV saying, wait a minute, there weren't enough overs. MV saying, why aren't we playing bloody cricket? What is it? So MV ejected from the ball game. MV ejected from the ball game. The 27th game in which manager MV of the Manchester Red Bolt Nation of One has been ejected for insisting that they play cricket on the field. So MV is gone, and we're back to game action now. Larry Heil with a 2-2 pitch. Heil scorches this one to left. Luzinski has to play it off the wall, and Larry Heil pulls into second with his 24th double of the season. There you go. As Sean says, bye-bye, MV. Go back to your one-man nation. All right. Benji Molina, owner of an error that meant nothing, hitting 219, 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Heil at second, nobody out. Dodgers threatening here again, trying to pad this little 1-0 lead. The 1-1 pitch from Jim Cott to Benji Molina. Molina grounded to third, and Richie Hebner, looking the runner back, will go to first. And 1 up, 1 down. One down, I should say. Not 1 up, 1 down. And here's Maury Wills. Wills hitting at a 217 clip. 18 runs batted in for Maury. Jim Cott with a 1-2 delivery fastball. Swung on grounder back to the mound. Cott fielding his position nicely. Off to the right. Retires Wills. And on the play, Larry Heil will move to third. So I've heard his name pronounced Hissel, Heisel, and Heil. I'm going to go with Heil. So, but if anybody knows the real pronunciation, let me know. But I think it is Heil. Steve Tate calls him Larry Heil, so I'll call him Larry Heil. All right, here's Tommy Davis. We are back at the top of the order for the Tampa Bay Deluge Dodgers. Singled back in the first. Jim Cott from the stretch in the 2-0. Fastball, fly ball. Shane Victorino ranging to his right and in, makes the running catch. So no runs, one hit, no errors, a man left. We've played 1.5 here in Philadelphia, and it's the Dodgers 1 and the Phillies nothing. So now Big Clue says it's Heisel. I guess we'll have the two commissioners duke it out. All right. And Bernie says Heisel without the stress on the second syllable. So, all right, there we go. Greg Luzinski now up to bat. Luzinski hitting just 218, so a little below par for him in the home run department as well. 18 was projected to hit 35. 73 runs batted in, though, for Luzinski. Roger Bresnahan waits on deck. Cheesebro deals. Luzinski swinging on the first pitch, and what a great diving stop out there. Why didn't they give Brian Roberts a great play? Oh, well, 1 up, 1 down now for Roger Bresnahan. The Duke of Trey Lee hitting 282, 12 home runs, 53 runs batted in for Bresnahan. So outpacing in home runs and RBI. Cheesebro deals. Bresnahan swings in the first pitch. Room service bounce for Tommy Davis, a third. He plants and fires to Mark Teixeira. 2 up, 2 down. Here's first baseman now, Ryan Howard, batting in the 6th spot. Ryan hitting 255. He's got 35 home runs, baseball fans. 96 runs batted in. Cheesebro deals the 1-2 pitch. Ryan Howard swings. And a strange little bouncer, high hop on Teixeira, who stays with the ball. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Phillies. We go to the top of the third. And it is 1-0 in favor of the Deluge Dodgers. Brian Roberts will lead it off. And I really think Brian Roberts should have been credited with a great play on that one. So Roberts grounded to third last time up. Caught into his wind in the 1-2 pitch. Fastball grounded to Richie Hebner. Hebner with a strong throw and will get Roberts by 1.5 steps. 1 up, 1 down. Cisco Lescano. Lescano grounded to third last time up. Jim Cott with a 2-2 pitch. Curveball. And Lescano just big rip and a miss for strike 3. 2 up, 2 down now. Teixeira 1 for 1 with a big double, an RBI that scored Lescano and gave Tampa Bay this 1-0 lead. Jim Cott deals 1-2 ahead in the count and rip and a miss. Strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Bottom of the third in the second game of a twin bill. And it's the Deluge Dodgers 1 and the Philadelphia Kitsunes nada. All right. MV trying to sneak back into the ballpark, this time selling hot dogs. Once again, thrown out. Pat Burrell now. DH hitting an anemic 197. He does have 12 home runs, 35 runs batted in, so maybe Burrell doing his Kyle Schwarber imitation. Cheesebro deals. Burrell swings in the first pitch and promptly grounds it into right field. Base hit. Lescano up with it, gets it into Brian Roberts. Here's Richie Hebner now, so the no-hitter is history. The Gravedigger son hitting 244, 2 home runs. And 12 runs batted in. Pardon for the cough, guys. Cheesebro with a full count on Hebner, and he loses Hebner. So this one just inside. Burrell at second, Hebner at first, and it brings up catcher Bob Boone, who is 251, 10 home runs, and 62 runs batted in. Loves to get his... That's definitely comment worthy. There we go. Cheesebro deals. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Boone swings. This one, just a big league pop-up. Maury Wills waving off Brian Roberts. And and eases it into the glove. Thank you, man in blue, for telling us an infield fly. We wouldn't have known that. Angel Hernandez wouldn't have known it. What was that play where he called the infield fly rule and the ball was clearly caught in the outfield? The Adventures of Angel Hernandez. Bernie, we should do a whole podcast on just the highlights of Angel Hernandez. I think that would be fun. Anyhow, here's Jimmy Rollins. Jimmy Rollins is nothing for one, grounded to first. He's as bad an umpire as I am a game caller. I mean, dude's bad, man. 0-1 pitch. Jimmy Rollins cuts from the fastball. Wait a minute. This one getting by Benji Molina, and they're going to score that. A wild pitch on Cheesebro. Runners moving into scoring position with 1 out. So Pat Burrell at third, Richie Hebner at second, Jimmy Rollins back in the box, and the 1-1 delivery. Fastball, Rollins grounds this one to third, and that's going to bring a run home as Roberts up with it onto Teixeira. Burrell will come in to score, and this game is tied 1-1. So Hebner at third with 2 away for Shane Victorino, who's nothing for one. Batting lefty against the right-hander Cheesebro, grounded first, back in the first. Cheesebro lets it go. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, liner, but Teixeira making a great play on that screaming liner. And that's a great play, number 11 for Teixeira. And that does it. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 3. We are knotted at 1. Don Baylor will lead things off here. So the number 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Deluge Dodgers. Baylor in the game walked back in the first. Jim Cott deals the 1-2 delivery, changeup, hard grounder to first base. Hebner in one graceful motion in plenty of time fires to Ryan Howard for the 5-3 putout. 1 up, 1 down for Hondo. Line to third back in the first. The 2-0 delivery. And Howard sends this one high but not deep enough as Luzinski makes the catch short of the track about 5 feet. So 2 up and 2 down quickly here for Larry Heisel. There we go. We'll just do all 3 names. Larry, whom I will now call, doubled back in the second. Jim Cott, count full on Larry. Curveball, grounded, deflects off the mound. And Rollins heads up play, fires to Howard at first. Wow, and that retires the side. We head to the bottom of the fourth. We are still knotted at 1, and it will be the number 3, 4, 5 hitters for these Phillies, Utley, Luzinski, and Bresnahan. So Chase Utley gave it a ride to deep left center back in the first. Cheesebro into the wind in the 1-2 pitch. Change-up, dribbler to second. Roberts coming in, making a nice play. Bare hands it onto Mark Teixeira for 1 out. Greg Luzinski, nothing for 1. Line to second back in the second. Chesbro uncorks it, the 0-2. Change-up in there. Luzinski way out in front of that one, swinging for the fences, and instead caused a mini cyclone here at Citizens Bank Park. All right, 2 away here for the Duke of Trey Lee, who grounded to third back in the second. Chesbro deals the 0-2 pitch. Curveball popped up the chute. Benji Molina hopes to glove this one, and he does. So that's it. They go quietly. We go to the fifth. We are knotted at 1 for the Dodgers. 1-3-1 with 3 left on. For the Phillies, 1-1-0 with 1 left on. All right. So Benji Molina will lead things off. Maury Wills. And then back at the top of the order, and Tommy Davis. So Benji grounded to third back in the second. Jim Cott deals the 1-0 delivery to Molina. Fastball scorched right too short. So nice play out there for Jimmy Rollins. And here comes Maury Wills. So Wills in the game, grounded back to the pitcher. Jim Cott toes the rubber, the 0-1 pitch, curveball, and hard hit ball to Utley. Quickly gets the throw off to Ryan Howard. So 2 away on that 4-3 put out. Brings up Tommy Davis, 1 for 2 on the day. Last time up, fly to shallow left center. Jim Cott delivers the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, this one high. This one has the distance. This one is gone. Tommy Davis comes through with a big round tripper. Tommy Davis making this 2-1. That one going 375 feet. 14th time going downtown for Tommy Davis. And it's now the Deluge Dodgers 2, the amazing Kitsune Phillies 1. All right, stepping in now is second baseman Brian Roberts. He's grounded out twice. Cott deals the 0-1 pitch. Roberts routine to Ryan Howard. He will trot to the bag himself, and that retires the side. But one run on the Tommy Davis home run. No errors. Go to the bottom of the fifth. The Dodgers 2, the Kitsunis 1. And it'll be Ryan Howard, Pat Burrell, and Richie Hebner. Due up, thank you for joining us here for Fields of Dreams Baseball. There'll be more tonight, along with football from Legend Sports Universe. Lefty Ryan Howard 0 for 1 on the day, grounded to first. Cheesebro deals. Howard swings and comes up with nothing but air. So bad in basketball and bad in baseball. Pat Burrell now strides to the plate. Burrell, the DH, 1 for 1 today, singled back in the third. Cheesebro with a 1-1 pitch, fastball, and there goes Pat Burrell. This one for extra bases off the wall in left field. Burrell picking up his 19th double of the year. So runner in scoring position here for the Amazings in the bottom of the fifth as Richie Hebner steps in. He walked back in the third. The 1-0 pitch to Richie, fastball, routine to short. Wills up with it, looking Burrell back, going to be a close play. Richie Hebner is safe. Richie Hebner legs it out against Maury Wills, one of the great shortstops of all time. So Burrell at second, Hebner at first, one down for Bob Boone. Bob Boone, nothing for one in the contest today. Popped a short back in the third. Chesbro from the belt and the 0-1, or the 0-2, I'm sorry. And base hit right field. Lascano up with a rounding third is Burrell, and they're going to flash the stop sign. And the amazing Kitsunes have them loaded here. Burrell at third, Hebner at second, Bob Boone at first, Jimmy Rollins, nothing for two. He does have one grand salami on the season. Jimmy grounded to second last time, scored Pat Burrell, and that tied the game, and that was back in the bottom of the third. Nowhere to put Jimmy. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Rollins, this fastball, grounded to Roberts. Roberts will go to Wills. Wills drops the ball. It gets away from him. Burrell comes in to score, and Hebner, they're going to hold Hebner at third. Big error on Brian Roberts, his 15th, and that allows the Kitsunes to tie it up. It's now 2-2. Yikes. Oh, doctor. All right. Not time to give the wife a little pickle tickle as Shane Victorino steps in. Victorino, nothing for two. He's grounded and lined to first. So definitely has some sort of weird synergy going on with Teixeira. Cheesebro deals. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Shane Victorino, swing and a miss, comes up empty. Base is still loaded here. The amazing Philadelphia Kitsunes need to capitalize on this here. Tying it up here in the bottom of the fifth. Chase Utley is nothing for two. He's the owner of one grand slam. Cheesebro deals. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Utley cuts on this one. Back to Cheesebro at the mound, and Philadelphia leaves them loaded, but they do pick up a run on 3 hits, no errors. 5 in the books here at Citizens Bank Ballpark, and it is 2-2. Sixto Lascano will lead it off, and Mark Teixeira and Don Baylor for Tampa Bay here in the visitors' half of the 6th inning. Lascano in the game has grounded out and struck out. Looking at the line here on Jim Cott in this game thus far, through 5, he's given up 4 hits, a home run, walked 1, and struck out 2. The lefty deals, the 0-1 pitch, fastball, base hit, right field over Ryan Howard's head. Right fielder Bresnahan getting to the ball, takes it on the bounce, fires it into Chase Utley. So Lascano aboard. Here's Mark Teixeira. Teixeira drives this one to left field, but not enough distance. Luzinski measures it up and gloves it for out number 1. And Sixto Lascano quickly getting back to first. 1 away, and here's Big Don Baylor with 37 dingers. He has walked and grounded to third. Jim Cott with the 1-1 pitch, the fastball, swung on, and this one is out of here. No doubt about it. And so the Kitsunes needing to capitalize on a bases-loaded situation. Instead, Don Baylor promptly with a 2-run shot 344 feet, home run number 38. And it's the Deluge Dodgers now leading 4-2. Next up here is Frank Howard, who is nothing for two. He is lined to third and fly to deep left. Jim Cott with the 1-2 delivery, fastball swung on, and Jimmy Rollins spears that one out of the air for out number 2. Great play, 47 for Rollins, as Larry comes up to bat, and he has a double and a grounder. Jim Cott, 3-2 pitch, and he loses Larry Heisel. So he is aboard, and here comes Benji Molina. And there's Steve. There's Steve. He says, always cheese, bro. Always cheese, bro. All right. So I don't know who has a horse in this race. These two, again, very evenly matched. So Benji has grounded to third and lined to short. So welcome in Steve Tate, our other commissioner. And Molina swings the first pitch. There goes Heisel with his 11th stolen base of the season. Yeah, you never call him cheese, bro. All right, cool. I'm still, you know what? I'm making an executive decision that I'm calling him Larry Heil. I've just heard it as Larry Heil, and he could be a Hissel or a Heisel, and ne'er the twain shall meet. And so Steve is going to stick with Jack Chesbro, and I'm going to stick with Larry Heil. So I want to thank our commissioner for that. I really do. All right. Good to see you, Steve. Benji Molina has lined out and grounded out. Heil at second. And it's a 4-2 lead here by the Dodgers. And Cott's delivery will be a base hit past Ryan Howard into right field. Bresnahan up with it. And rounding third and scoring will be Larry Heil. That's the third run plated by the Deluge Dodgers, now with a more comfortable margin, 5-2. So again, that big bases loaded situation back in the bottom of the fifth, and the Kitsunes only able to wring one run out of it. All right, here comes Maury Wills, nothing for two. He's grounded out twice. Benji Molina on at first. Allow Joe Barry to pitch. Yeah, the manager's not here. We will allow Joe Barry to pitch. So Joe Barry lets it go. Curveball. Bounding ball to Hebner. Hebner to Utley. Utley will not make the pivot. And no need. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Kitsunes need to get busy as we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Deluge Dodgers 5. And the Philadelphia Amazing Kitsune guys 2. All right. Greg Luzinski, nothing for 2. We'll lead it off here for Sakuni 007's team. So it would be Luzinski, Bresnahan, and Ryan Howard. Luzinski in the game has lined out and struck out. Cheesebro deals. Luzinski swings in the first pitch. This one driven out to left field. Baylor back it up about 8 paces and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down for the Duke of Trey Lee, who is nothing for 2. Cheesebro with a 2-1 pitch. Fastball. Long ball. Heil back at the track against the wall. Has to play it off the carom. And Bresnahan goes to third. The throw hits the cutoff man. Wills not in time. Triple. Number 7 for Roger Bresnahan. So here we go in the bottom of the 6th. And the Kitsunes trying to make up for that pickle from last time. And here's Ryan Howard, who was nothing for 2. Bresnahan 90 feet away from the stretch. Cheesebro delivers the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. Howard swings. Grounded to first. Teixeira will take it to first. They'll allow the run to come home. And the Kitsunes draw within 2. It's now 5-3 here. 2 away. Bases empty for Pat Burrell. Perfect 2 for 2 today for Pat Burrell. He doubled back in the 5th. Cheesebro with a 1-1 pitch. Fastball. Pat Burrell swings. Routine grounder to third. Tommy Davis gloves it and fires on to Teixeira at first. That ends the 6th, but 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 6, and it's Tampa Bay 5, an amazing 3. Tommy Davis will lead it off, and we know what Tommy Davis did back in the 6th. So Tommy Davis with a home run, his last time up, a solo shot. And it looks like they're, strangely enough, they want Wally Moon to pinch hit for Tommy Davis. So Tommy Davis, 2 for 3 in a day. Strange call here, but I don't see the Dodgers manager here, so we're just going to click yes. All right, here's the pitch to Wally Moon. And Wally Moon promptly swings and misses. So Moon retired on strikes. Barry picking up the K, his first. And here comes Brian Roberts now. Roberts sporting a 0 for 3, so he's wearing the collar. Cousin Ken Castro, if you're out there anywhere, that one's for you. Jack Barry deals. Jack Barry. Anyhow, Joe Barry. This one lined, and Shane Victorino diving catch out there in the center field pasture. 25th great play out there for Victorino. So 2 down now for Sixto Lezcano. Lezcano has himself a single. It's 1 for 3 overall. Joe Barry winds and deals the 0-1 curveball, slow roller to second. Utley playing it in, and the bad throw. This one gets away from Ryan Howard, and Lezcano will make it to second. Chase Utley committing his 12th error on the season. So here comes Mark Teixeira now. Mark Teixeira, definitely some serious pop in that bat. 26 home runs in the season. Teixeira in the game already has an RBI double. That was back in the first, scoring the man who is in scoring position now. Joe Barry deals behind him 3-1, and they're going to intentionally walk Mark Teixeira and go to Don Baylor, who already has a home run in this game. So interesting moves here by the managers of both teams. It's a 2-run shot by Baylor back in the 6th, which allowed Tampa Bay to reclaim the lead. So here we go with 2 away. Joe Barry up. So Bob Boone out to have a word to Joe Barry. Barry back, or Boone back behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Baylor. Baylor swings. This one is high. This one is open. The window, Aunt Minnie. It's a 3-run shot by Don Baylor. Oh my, oh my. Baylor goes downtown 375 feet. That is his 2nd home run today, his 39th of the season, and it's an 8-3 ball game. Wow. All right, here is Frank Howard, 0 for 3. Barry wheels and deals. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Howard swings. Could this be back-to-back? At the wall. Nope, Luzinski has it at the track. 7th inning stretch time. It's 8-3. All right, and in honor of Bernie, we don't like to interrupt. Take me out to the ball game. So Bernie settling the argument here. So I know that Baseball Reference has a pronunciation guide, but I can't be arsed. But let's see. So his name is pronounced Highsill. The pronunciation focuses on the high sound at the beginning, followed by sill, similar to the word sill. All right, so Highsill, Larry Highsill. All right, okay. From Chat GPT. All right, you know what? Maybe I can be arsed. Let us see really, really quickly. Because it could be Chat GPT is probably right. So where is this? So you guys know about this. There's a baseball pronunciation guide here. Where the hell is it? I don't know. It's on here somewhere. And I got to find it. What is it? It's like the left field thingy or something. Because it's driving me nuts now. It's driving me nuts. Frivolities. Pronunciation guide. There we go. Found it. Let's see. Scrolling down. All right. Walking the Green Mile. Do you guys ever see that movie? Great movie, by the way. Let's see. What do we have? So it's Highsill. I'll put it in the chat here so you guys can see it. So Bernie Strom giving us a lesson in linguistics. Just call him Leisure Suit Larry, says Sean. There we are from Baseball Reference. It's Heisel. All right. So there we go. All right. Richie Hebner, who is 1 for 1, will lead it off here. And again, a rather turned into a Meg game. Don Baylor, though, right? Just putting on a show here today, isn't he? All right. So Richie has walked and singled. Cheesebro deals. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Long fly ball out to center field. Heisel back and makes the catch. So 1 away, and thank you again, Bernie Strom. All right. Bob Boone. Or is it Booney? No, it's Boone. So Bob Boone, 1 for 2, singled back. His last time up in the 5th inning. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Curveball. This one popped high to short. Maury Wills out on the grass. Brings it down. So out number 2 for the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins. So Rollins having a pretty good day, or not a very good day, I should say. He's making contact, but he does have, let me see what he has. He has 2 RBI, though, in this game. So Burrell in the 3rd and Burrell in the 5th. So I guess Jimmy Rollins can be sort of happy about that. Again, great dental work there for Jimmy, too. Jimmy Rollins cuts and misses, and that's it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 8th, and it's 8-3 in favor of the Deluge Dodgers. And here's Larry Heisel. From now on, Larry Heisel. All right. So Heisel, 1 for 2. Allow Willie Davis to pinch hit. I guess they want to let Willie get some innings. So Willie Davis in there, and Willie Davis sends this one driven high and deep to left center, and this one off the wall. Luzinski has it and gets it into Richie Hebner at 3rd to hold Willie Davis to a double, his 8th of the season. All right, Benji Molina now. So Benji Molina in there. RBI single that scored Larry Heisel back in the 5th. Or, I'm sorry, back in the 6th. My mistake. And little known fact, Larry Heisel pronounces Heisel that way, but Larry's pronounced Larry. All right. Well, going down interesting roads. Thank you, David Lando. David Lando coming in and also giving us a little bit of Noam Chomsky here, great linguist, whom I'm sure many do not like, but I like Noam Chomsky. One of my professors was a student of his. So there we go. All right. Who cares, right? Here's the pitch. Fastball, Molina. Oh, great play by Jimmy Rollins. Stretches out, gets up, and able to retire Molina. Moving to 3rd on the play is Willie Davis. So that is great play number 48 for Jimmy Rollins. 1 away. A chance for the Kitsunes here, or a chance for the Dodgers here to just add more. I'm sorry, to add more. I think the Theraflu is starting to take effect now. Joe Barry from the stretch. The count full on Maury Wills. Curveball misses. So runners at 1st and 3rd, and here is Carney Lansford now. So Lansford's numbers in the season, 247 average, 6 home runs, 26 runs batted in. Oh, I knew you would, Sean, and that's fine. That's fine. And I say yes to Noam, so there we go. That's the beauty about it. All right. Brilliant linguist. Wow. All right. So here is the pitch. Wait. Bob Boone out to have a quick word with Joe Barry saying just throw the ball. And curveball to Carney Lansford. And there we go. Strike 3 called. It was a late strike by the umpire. Joe Barry in the red. We're just going to let the AI do it, though. All right, here comes Brian Roberts. Nothing for 4. 1-2 pitch to Roberts. Fastball. And gets him with a strikeout. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Kitsunes 3. All right. David Lando is saying Chomsky, Federal League backup, second baseman. All right. Low OPS. All right. Here's Shane Victorino, who's nothing for 3. Victorino made a great play in center field in this game, but at the plate, he's grounded out, lined out, and struck out. All right. Let's look at the line here on Big Bad Jack. So Cheesebro threw 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. His whip in this game, 8.57, and these Phillies hitting just 185 against him. The 2-0 delivery, changeup, Victorino skies this one to center field. Willie Davis covering a lot of ground out there in center field will make the running catch. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and it brings up Chase Utley. The second baseman has flown out and grounded out twice. The 1-2 delivery, fastball in there, paints the black. Cheesebro picking up the 5th strikeout of the game. 2 down now for Greg Luzinski. Luzinski has lined out, struck out, and flied out, and played a couple balls off the wall. So that's been the only excitement for Luzinski. Count even at 2. Curveball in there. Strike 3. We go to the 9th. The Deluged Dodgers with an 8-3 lead. Barry has run out of gas, but again, we're just going to let the AI handle this, I suppose. Unless we make an executive decision here. There we go. Okay, so allow Brad Lidge to pitch. Indeed, we shall. Brad Lidge facing Sixto Lascano. Lascano. Room service bouncer right to Chase Utley. Fires onto Ryan Howard. 1 up, 1 down. Mark Teixeira due up. When we get to the Amazons, in the bottom of the 9th will be Roger Bresnahan, Ryan Howard, and Pat Burrell. Teixeira 1 for 3, doubled way back in the first and scored Sixto Lascano to give Tampa Bay its first of its 8 runs. Count full on Teixeira, and Teixeira, good eye up there. And so Brad Lidge arguing with the umpire, and the umpire brushing off the plate, saying, "Kid, when it's a strike, Mr. Teixeira will let you know." Don Baylor with 2 home runs today. So responsible for 5 of these 8 runs. Don Baylor. Brad Lidge deals the 1-0 pitch, and hard hit ball to third. Hebner to Utley to Ryan Howard. And we go to the bottom of the 9th, and it is 8-3. So the number 5, 6, 7 hitters due up. Roger Bresnahan, Ryan Howard, and Pat Burrell, the designated hitter. Bresnahan is 1 for 3. His last time up had a triple. The 1-1 pitch. Bresnahan swings. Long fly ball to left. Open the window, Aunt Minnie. And no, this one off the wall. Bresnahan now has a double as the throw hits the cutoff man, Maury Wills. So that's the 18th double for Bresnahan. That one just missing getting out of Citizens Bank Park. So Bresnahan in scoring position brings up Ryan Howard. So Ryan Howard with an RBI back in the 6th. The lefty waits for the delivery. Jack Cheesebro ahead of him, 1-2. Fastball, base hit, left field. Bresnahan will round third. Don Baylor up with it there in left field. And they're going to send Bresnahan to play at the plate, not even close. And the Kitsunes have cut the lead in half. It is now 8-4. Dwayne Martz joining us here at Citizens Bank Ballpark. Chase Utley says, Mike Silva, glad to be back after his try and buy failed with horse feathers. All right. And here comes Pat Burrell, who's 2 for 3. And we will see a pinch hitter for Pat Burrell, who's 2 for 3. We're going to see Chris Dickerson come in to pinch hit. So the lefty in there against Cheesebro. And Cheesebro misses. So 2 runners on. And here comes Richie Hebner, who has some pop in the bat. Pardon me, 17 home runs in the season. Or I'm sorry, look at the wrong side. 2 home runs in the season. 17 in the season he was drafted from. Hebner 1 for 2. So swinging the bat, and these Philadelphia Amazing Kitsunes are back in it within 1 run. Cheesebro deals. Hebner swinging on the first pitch. Hard hit back to the mound. Cheesebro off to his left. Fires on to Mark Teixeira for out number 1, but the runners move up. So Howard at third. Dickerson at second. And that will bring up Bob Boone, who is 1 for 3. Popped short as last time. Cheesebro from the stretch and the 1-0 delivery. Changeup, base hit, laced into right field. Lezcano up with it. Howard will score. Dickerson rounds third, and they're going to hold him. Dave LaRoche will now come in to pitch. My goodness. All right. So Dave LaRoche, let's look at his numbers here really quickly. He's 7-2, 11 saves. He has struck out 11, walked 16. So the Kitsunes making some noise here. It's 8-5 now. Bottom of the ninth, and they've played it too. LaRoche with the one pitch, fastball, and just a little hopper to second, and Wills will go to Roberts. They'll get Boone at second, but Dickerson will score. So the Kitsunes trying to make a game of it here. It is 8-6. Can Shane Victorino keep it going? So Victorino with 3 home runs in the season. Victorino 0 for 4 today. They are on their feet here at Citizens Bank Park. Dave LaRoche looking to throws over, and Rollins back safe. Jimmy with 46 steals in the season. LaRoche steals, throws over again, and they're booing him to beat the band here. Trying to keep Rollins honest. Count full to Shane Victorino, and he walks Shane Victorino, and the potential winning run comes to the plate with Chase Utley. Chase Utley 0 for 4, 3-game winning RBI on the season. So Utley so far has made any noise. It was way back in the first when he flew to deep left center. Otherwise, he's grounded out twice and struck out. So here we go. LaRoche rubbing up the ball, and he lets it go. The 0-2 pitch to Chase Utley. Fastball. Utley lines this one into right field. Lezcano plays it on the hop, and the bases are loaded. No, wait, Rollins will come in to score, and it's 8-7. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. So way, way back in ancient history, these amazing Kitsunes had left the bases loaded, only managed 1 run out of it. Now with 2 run on, they've plated 4 here in the bottom of the ninth, and they could come back and steal this one from the Deluse Dodgers. Greg Luzinski on the season with 6-game winning run RBI. So here we go. Adam LaRoche, it's his game. He's got to stop the bleeding right here. 2 out. Luzinski, a dangerous hitter. The 0-2 pitch to Luzinski. Fastball. Luzinski, base hit, right field. Lezcano quickly fires to first, and they get Luzinski. Outfield assist, and unassisted. Oh, my God, what a play by Lezcano, and that ends the game in dramatic fashion. And Tampa Bay holds out against a bottom of the ninth onslaught to edge the Kitsunes 8-7. Oh my God, what a play by Sixto Lezcano and right field. What a dramatic finish. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, let's look at the highlights. First for the Kitsunes, Pat Burrell went 2 for 3 with a double. Roger Bresnahan 2 for 4 with a triple and a double. Don Baylor went 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Tommy Davis goes 2 for 3 with a home run, and Larry Heisel 1 for 2 with a double and a stolen base. Jack Cheesebro gets the win, improves to 28-10. Jim Cott takes the loss. He goes to 4-3. Looking at the pitching here really, really quickly, Cheesebro went 8 1/3, 8 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and a 2.58 earned run average. Adam LaRoche comes in, picks up the save, his 12th, 2/3 of an inning. And it was pretty dodgy there for a little while. Walked 1. ERA goes to 4.60. Jim Cott worked 5 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 2 home runs, both by Don Baylor. Walked 2, struck out 2. Joe Barry worked 2 1/3, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. Home run. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and then Brad Lidge came in and worked an inning and walked 1. Your player of the game should be Don Baylor. It should be Don Baylor, and indeed it is. Also picking up the game-winning RBI. So there you go. Wow. What a crazy ending to a crazy, crazy game. All right. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sean. Very, very, very much. All right, let's sim out the rest of this day. I'll zip this thing up, and then somebody will be doing a game tonight. I have no idea who. All right, let's just get my team out of the way here because, doesn't really matter. And hey, wow, 7-0. So Joe McGinnity gets the win, goes to 17-12. Ernie Broglio takes the loss. He goes to 5-12. Cy Seymour goes 3 for 4 with 3 RBI, including a double. Let me just look at the box score here really quickly. All right, way to go, Joe. All right, Dave Parker doing it up. I've got a lot of injuries in this team, so I had to at least check. All right, let's go back to it. I believe this one was a doubleheader, so we should play the second game of the doubleheader. Yeah, is that right? I thought I saw it. Again, man, I'm so Therafluid, man. Nah, we'll just pretend there isn't. All right, Long Island, Manchester. Oh, that's the doubleheader. So here's game 1, Long Island, Manchester. And in the first game, Manchester takes this one from Long Island 5-2. Gaylord Perry picks up the win, goes to 14-8. Camilo Pascual falls to 7-8. The Mick goes 1 for 3 with home run number 36 and a stolen base. So let's see if Long Island can split this doubleheader. So game 2. And Manchester will take the doubleheader, this time edging Long Island 3-2. Stafford gets the win, goes to 15-9. Martinez takes the loss, goes to 5-12. Dennis Martinez just doing awful this year. God. Jermaine Dye goes 1 for 3 with a triple. Dallas versus Horse Feathers. Horse Feathers take this one 10-3. Eddie Plank goes to 13-13. Jess Tannehill goes to 14-14. Held 3 for 4 with his 12th home run. Des Moines versus the Freds. The Freds take down Des Moines 7-5. Moving right along, Canada and Deerfield Beach. Canada 10-0. 10-0. Rocky Colavito goes 3 for 4 with a triple and a double. Wow. That was just nasty, nasty beat down there by Canada. Quick look at that box score here for Canada. So, Ty Wigginton for Deerfield Beach goes 2 for 3 with a double. But look at Canada. Colavito, 3 for 4 with a triple, a double. Albert Pujols goes 3 for 4. Al Kaline, 2 for 5, and a stolen base. Mike Caldwell goes to 16-9. That Canada team is so crazy tough. All right, here's our other doubleheader game. Horse Feathers 13-1 over Dallas. Matty gets the win. Mathewson goes to 16-10. Winter takes the loss, 7-18 for him now. Chet Lemon, 3 for 4 with home run number 10. 2 runs batted in. Des Moines and Freds. Boom. And Des Moines 6-0 over the Freds. Tommy John wins 12-8. Ned Garvin takes the loss, 3-2. Gus Triandos goes 2 for 3 with his 3rd home run and 3 runs batted in. Hagerstown versus Berlin. All right. And it's 12-2. Berlin all over Hagerstown. Potter gets the win, 16-11 now. Case goes to 12-14 with a loss. Bobby Dorr, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. So home runs 7-8 and 5 runs batted in. Bobby Dorr on fire today for Forever Remain 90s Berlin squad. Next up, Cleveland and T-ville. T-ville still looking for win number 40. And today, they finally do it, Katie Casey. They edge Cleveland 4-3. Joaquin Andujar gets the win. He goes to 6-8. Owen gets the loss. He's 16-10. Had a home run here, so that's something. So some good news there for T-ville. Chicos and the D-Gens. Here we go. Chicos take down the D-Gens 6-1. So Weimer gets the win. He goes to 16-9. Lester taking the loss goes to 9-9. Guerrero goes 3 for 4 with 2 doubles. Mid-Michigan versus Carpathian in the second game of a doubleheader. Can we sweep a doubleheader? We cannot. Mid-Michigan 11-9 in a meaningless game. Derringer gets the win. Rodriguez gets the loss. Andy Pafko goes 2 for 4. hitting his 4th home run, 2 runs batted in. Lehigh versus San Francisco. If you're going to San Francisco wins this one 3-1. Rogers with the win. Derek Lowe with the loss. Andre Dawson goes 2 for 3, hits home run number 19, and adds a stolen base. Finally, Hadley, or get down now to the last 3 games of the day, I think. Is this it? Yeah. No, I have a few more to go. Holy moly. Big slate of games. Hadley Lake and St. Pete. Hadley Lake takes this one 12-3. Next up, Hagerstown and Berlin. And Berlin splits the doubleheader, losing to Hagerstown 8-7 this time. This one a 17-inning affair. So Patsy Flaherty getting the win and goes to 7-15. Pardon me. Eddie Matthews goes 2 for 4, hits his 29th home run, 3 runs batted in. Tampa Bay and the Amazons, game number 2. So it was a doubleheader, as a matter of fact. And it's the Amazons 10-9. So Tampa Bay dropping the doubleheader. All right, Cleveland and T-ville. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And Chico's and D-Gens. 6-4. And finally, Florence and Las Vegas. Should be a, yep. So Vegas edges Florence 6-5. So we'll go, we are done now. For this, looking at the standings, not really any change. Do we have any compelling race? There was really... maybe just, yeah, there's 2, I guess. Horse Feather's not out of it yet, though, but we'll check the win division first. Chico's with a 3.5 game lead on Cleveland and, 9.5 up on the D-Gens. In the Earth division, Manchester, a comfortable 6.5 up on Horse Feathers and up 7 on Berlin. The Amazons, that's the closest race here I think we have so far. 2.5 up on Tampa Bay. Canada have this so sewn up that Canada could play scrubs for the rest of the season. Fred's a distant 15.5 games back. So that does it, guys. Oh, Steve says to scroll up. We're scrolling up. I'm scrolling up, Steve. Oh, I missed a game. Thank you, bud. Lehigh and San Fran. Here we go. Steve's team. San Francisco 8-2. Kid Nichols gets the win. Nepper gets the loss. And looks like Tony Perez, I think it is, 2 for 3 with a steal. Wow. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's Theraflu, buddy. You got to love Theraflu. It's the greatest stuff on earth. And I can't even go crash because I've got tomorrow's my only first shift today. Everything else is meh. Guys, thank you. And a big thanks again to Steve Tate and Big Clue, Steve Clue and Big Tate for doing this league. I'm going to zip this up so it will say FOD for September. I guess we're doing it as September, or I just put through September 7th, something like that. You'll know. So September 8th, whoever's playing it next. Not as much of many games here, so whoever does it. Also look forward to Legend Sports Universe football tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then baseball either by Mike Silva or Buckshot. Be great to hear the both of them at the same time. Zip it good. I shall do so. Thank you, Buckshot. All right, to Buckshot, Steve Tate, David Lando, Sean, World's Worst Gamer, Mike Silva. Hoopa drives the boat, Chief. Right. David Lando putting up the pink glove of despair. Not sure why. Was that your team? Oh, I missed a game. Okay, thank you, buddy. Light years from home, my good friend Alex. Come on, man. Alex, we miss you. Hopefully we can get you involved in one of these leagues. Guys, check out that great channel. It's not a baseball channel, but it is amazing stuff. Good friend, Legend Sports Universe, of course. Thank you, my friend, for coming in. Tonight, I think we pretty much got everybody. Bernie Strom, of course. Can't forget Bernie. So Big Tate and Steve Clue are commissioners. And Forever Remain 90 in here as well. And that is it. All right, guys. See you around. Oh, you're most welcome. You're most welcome, Legends. And see you guys around the batting cage. I'll get this zipped up and posted. All right, guys. Take care.